Now, a special thanks to the American Dental Association. From yours truly, Howard Cosell, Muhammad Ali, Ozzie Davis, Frank Sinatra, Richie Havens, Bernie Morrison, Donald Siebert, and the Ali Gang for helping us create the greatest children's story ever told.
And don't you forget Dick Loudsky, the music man, sweet music. He's next.
Howdy folks, this is Manning Mark, your real fake outsider artist, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Oh man, have I got a good one for you today. I'd like to welcome a few of you who I think came over, subscribed to my channel from the wonderful, talented, effervescent, and sometimes educational Bert Smith. In fact, I filmed this twice because it's so massive. I didn't know if I missed anything. So I'm doing it again, so there'll be a lot of cuts because I'll have to go back to the other material back and forth, and it's going to at least be 2 parts because it's just such a massive project. You can only go on for so long before you just run out of adjectives to describe a wonderful person such as Bert. It's hard to know where to start. I started and I had to added other stuff in because it just kept going on and on and on. And I know how much you enjoy videos that last a long time and they're more than 1 parts, and you have to go and take up half your day to pay attention to me. And it's worth it, don't you think? Yes, I think it is. So, so thank you for coming, and I hope I'm not going to, when I check back, you're not gone. There's always a chance. An audio treat, a Manical Mark magical musical moment. That's right, there is music in this on this LP. So Bert sent me this LP, Ali and His Gang versus Mr. Tooth Decay. And I was very excited about this LP, and as I mentioned before, as I got to thinking about it, it became such a complicated, it's the most complicated LP that I've featured yet. And why is it complicated? Well, Bert just thinks the LP is bad, which it is. Yes, indeed. He's not wrong about that. But there's more to it than meets the eyes, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to tear a oddball LP apart and put it back together again in Manic Mark style. And usually how that works is I take clues from what I can find on the internet and clues that I find on the LP itself, and present those and then create a story around it to fill in the gaps for my own amusement, basically, and hopefully yours too. So normally how that works is that the people that make the album are nobody knows who they are. In fact, I may have the only copy of a record. Sometimes it's a famous thing, and I have to change the focus of what the presentation is. But normally it's just the people. I try to figure out what they were like just by looking at the photograph and reading the scant pieces of text that I find, just little clues. But in this case, we all know who Muhammad Ali is, and these other people that are on this LP: Frank Sinatra, Howard Cosell, Richie Havens, Jane Kennedy, Ozzie Davis. Some of them not extremely well known, but they're known people with names. Okay. So who do I focus on? Because it's not, it's no fun to focus on people that we already know everything about, right? I have to focus on the producer of the record, Arthur Morrison. His name's all over it. Arthur Morrison's underneath the starring. He thinks enough of himself that he can lump himself in with Frank Sinatra. Okay. At the top, produced by Arthur Bernard Morrison. All right. On the back, again, his name. On the inside record sleeve, his name appears again. So I think he's responsible and therefore should be the focus of my attention. So I'm thinking about this and I'm looking at it. And then the other thing is there'll be a photograph or some album art, some cover art that sparks some images, which is done. But when I look at this LP and the back cover and the front cover, I'm like looking at artwork that I already do. because it's just outrageous. It's over the top. It's outrageous. It's just kind of all over the place with no point, just like my own artwork. So how could I do this one better? That was one of the first concerns I had, and why I had to sit on this for 3 or 4 days to try to figure it out. I'm going to talk about graphics and design, because I can do that, because I have background in that, many number of years, and I spit on the grave of graphics and design these days, but you know, I still can draw from my experience to talk about these sorts of things. So when I say something's not right, it's not right. That's not right. And what's not right is everything on the front cover and the back cover and the inside sleeve and audio, which I don't know much about, but I'm going to tell you right now that's not right either. It's a wonderful, horrible, unique mess, this thing that they created. It's just impossible. It's just impossible. It's almost too big to describe the way I'm doing it and with the painting that I've done. Let's analyze the cover. So first of all, you've got Ollie. Okay, you wanted a vocal point, a dominant. Any album cover you pick up is done fairly well. There's going to be something you're going to focus your eyes on. There's going to be other shapes, but it's going to be a simple dominant shape, something to grab your attention, give you a little bit of information, and hopefully get you to buy the LP. And there is no dominant shape, except for the stupid rainbow, which it makes no sense. I cannot figure out what this rainbow means. This is 1976. It doesn't mean that all these people are gay, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it means something else to somebody that did this, but I don't know what. To me, it means nothing. I can't figure it out. Except maybe to cover up Muhammad Ali's arm, or what's missing. So the only photograph, they've got Frank Sinatra, Ali's voice on this LP, Howard Cosell, these people, and this is the best photograph this Arthur Morris guy could dredge up of Ali to put on this cover. Well, the reason why it's so small and not dominant is because it's a horrible photograph and it would not enlarge. You can shrink things down, but you can't blow things up in print production, because they just go horribly wrong. And here's a scary photograph of Ali. They blew it up as the graphics person blew it up as much as they possibly could without it completely falling apart. But it's horrible. And obviously there was something with I don't know for sure, but something obscuring his hand, or something was wrong with his other hand, because then they put it behind the rainbow, which is stupid. And then you have Mr. Tooth Decay, and why Mr.? I have no idea. It's the worst drawing in the world. And we'll go inside to my book where he meets Howard Cosell in a titty bar, and Arthur has drawn Mr. Tooth Decay on a cocktail napkin, and that's what they use, because that's what it looks like. It's impossibly bad. And he's saying, I'm gonna get out of here. Ali toothbrushes fill me with fear. Ali toothbrushes? What the hell? What the hell does that mean? I assume it means the toothbrushes from the gang, but I'm just making that up. I don't know. The Adventures of Ali's Gang versus Mr. Tooth Decay, a children's story. Howard Cosell, off-center, underneath, special announcer. So first of all, I'm thinking, here's the thing down at the bottom. It says, the information on dental health contained in this children's record is considered by the American Dental Association to be in accord with current scientific knowledge. 1976. What? They tell you to eat vegetables and don't eat sugar. That's it. Brush your teeth. How much scientific knowledge do you need to figure that out? Let's get back to the dominant thing here, okay? So you've got Ali, the bad photograph, they can't blow it up, the stupid rainbow, all these typefaces going on. It's horrible typefaces at that. And then down at the bottom where the rainbow, oh man. And then here's a nicer photograph of Muhammad Ali, although he's not smiling. He's kind of staring off into space with the gang down here. But look at how they cropped this photograph badly, weirdly, with this little curved edge. well, the rainbow's curved. We have to do something, you know, and volume 1, which like, volume 1, what does that mean? There's a volume 2, another treasure floating around out there? Well, we'll get to that.